If you've never been out to Rustic, you need to make it a priority.
It's just a whole family-oriented business altogether. It's just a fun place to be.
There's so many different kinds of things that Rustic Buffalo offers, and locally made.
When we talk about how many artisans we have, we also consider their family part of our family.
Rustic Buffalo means everything to me.
My name is Terry Mosley, and I am the owner of 716 at Home.
Hi, I'm Noreen Stark. I am the owner of Stark Art.
My name is Nicole Levesque, and I'm the owner of Two Little Acorns Designs.
I'm Madonna Miller, and I own Madonna's Dots and Decor.
I'm Nicole Altadonna. I do the clothing portion of Beyond Barnwood Company.
My name is Kelly McGee, and I'm an employee here at Rustic Buffalo.
Hello, my name is John Perrone. I'm co-owner of Rustic Buffalo Artisan Market.
Hi, I'm Amanda Cato, and I'm the owner of Custom Buffalo Chic.
I'm Scott DeMott, co-owner of Rustic Buffalo.
I heard about Rustic Buffalo because my friend Nicole already had a small home decor shop here, and I'd heard it like on advertisements, but I'd never been before. So when I came, they were doing an outside artisan market a couple years ago during the summer, and I just thought it was such a cool setup and such a cool idea to have all local artisans showcasing, what makes them creative and different, and that's kind of how I got involved with it.
I first heard about Rustic Buffalo a couple years ago, right after COVID, actually, when they started to open. And I personally know John from before I retired, and in the healthcare field, and used to come in here, and I just thought what a great thing.
I actually met Scott and JP. We were at a smaller location together when they were first starting out, and I was first starting out. And when they decided to open up Rustic, I was one of the OG people that they called, and I've been with them from the beginning.
I heard about Rustic Buffalo through mutual friends and people that were already artisans here.
Terry, who's with 716 at Home, was my wholesale customer. So she actually was ordering gifts and stuff from me, and that's how I first got connected to Rustic Buffalo.
I have known Scott and John for a long time, and when they were going to start up this business, they asked me if I wanted to join them, and I gladly joined them.
We actually opened during the pandemic, and we saw a lot of our friends who were artisans had no place to sell their goods or their merchandise, and it made you really realize that buying local was so important. It puts money back into the economy, and I think during COVID, people really realized how important it was to support your local artisans and that type of thing. A lot of these artisans had stuff made that they were selling in different types of shows, and all of a sudden they were stuck with this. They had no income coming in. So it was something that John and I were very passionate about.
We started Rustic Buffalo at a very unique time in our life, and it was in the midst of COVID. A lot of our family and friends who were also artisans were out of business. They were out of their primary jobs, they were out of their hobby jobs, we'll say, and they weren't able to sell their goods at craft fairs and things of that nature. So we decided to open up Rustic Buffalo right in the middle of COVID, and people thought that we were absolutely crazy.
One of the things I look back at and remember, I'll never forget our opening day. You worry, I remember the night before going to bed thinking, is anyone going to show up? This is our dream, or people are going to believe in our dream. And I'll never forget, we had the line that wrapped around the barn. There was a 2-hour wait to get into the barn.
That was pretty amazing.
Yeah, so that day, I'm like, I think this is going to work.
but sure there's a way. The water's so still, and my pain has gone away. The air is much cleaner after it rains.
What makes Rustic Buffalo special is how all of the different parts work together. The artisans, the employee, the public, everybody just working with each other and just really bringing the best of the community. It's really a special thing to watch and also to be part of.
It's a very supportive, encouraging atmosphere, and it's really inspiring to see what Scott and John have put together and the artisans that they've curated to be here. And I myself am inspired when I see other artisans and the way that they stage their areas and products that they bring in and the inspiration that they bring to their own areas. I find inspiring myself.
What makes Rustic Buffalo special and unique, I would say, number one is our artisans. Our artisans bring the best of the best work to Rustic Buffalo. I believe that our creativity here as a whole between artisans and employees is spectacular. We know how to make things look special and magical, and that's oftentimes what people have described Rustic Buffalo as, special and magical.
There is no other place like Rustic Buffalo in Buffalo. There's so many artists, so much talent, and John and Scott, the owners, just really take so much time to pick out who they want in the stores and make sure everything meshes and brings new products. Every time you come in, something's new. The love and commitment that they have for Rustic really makes it shine.
What makes Rustic Buffalo special is its variety of artisans in all three stores, handmade goods, food products, spices, apparel. There's so many different kinds of things that Rustic Buffalo offers.
One of the things that makes Rustic Buffalo special is it is a destination. There's so much to do when you get to Rustic Buffalo. You can grab a drink, go over to the bakery, get a bite to eat, relax, stroll through our three buildings, take a look at everything that people have produced.
I think Rustic Buffalo really, for me, I've found my home here. My business has evolved quite a bit, and I really feel like I have found my footing here at Rustic.
What does Rustic Buffalo mean to me? It actually means a lot of things. It's all the artisans coming together under one roof. It's family, it's local artisans. You're supporting the families, you're supporting a local business. It's just one big family.
Something that is special that not everyone realizes is the family aspect of it, and seeing similar faces all the time, and you get to know each other. I remember my drive into my first shift and hoping everyone would like me and hoping I would feel like I had a place here, and now being on the other side of that and feeling like I belong and feeling like I'm part of a bigger family is really special.
Through Rustic, I've met my people. Like, these are my friends, this is my family, this is where I belong.
It's just not the whole individual artisan part of it, it's the family all together. You know, when we talk about how many artisans we have, we also consider their family part of our family.
It's true.
My name is Nicole Levesque.
Terry Mosley,
John Perrone,
Amanda Cato,
Noreen Stark,
Kelly McGee,
Scott DeMott.
Madonna Miller.
Nicole, and I am.
I am
I am.
I am
I am
I am
I am Rustic Buffalo.